Are you ready? High voltage is upon us. Join our hosts, Chris and Sean, while they turn up the voltage.
Welcome back to the Dadnarok podcast. It's our Christmas special Throwdown draft. This is Sean.
And this is Chris.
Hey, we are back here again. It's a special edition, special episode of, I guess, both High Voltage and the audio podcast. How's it going?
Oh, dude, I've been looking forward to this. We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
After last year's fun, switching it up, me getting the win. Let's see if you can redeem yourself here.
I had to listen to last year's episode just to remember who picked what between us, between Home Alone and Christmas Vacation. And yeah, I picked Home Alone and you picked Christmas Vacation.
Well, Vacation, rightfully so, won that one.
Yeah. You won, so that means I get to go first with our draft this year.
Yeah, I'm the defending champion, so you pick. I can't wait to get into this. I teased him a little earlier. I'm not going conventional on this. To let you guys kind of know what we're talking about here, we're doing Christmas TV specials. So like your Rudolphs, your Frosties, anything that's aired on TV. We're going to go down the line. We're each going to pick 4 and kind of have your classic, your draft. And then we're going to put them up on Twitter for everyone to vote. So once we pick them, it's in your hands. That's pretty much how we're going to do it.
You've already warned me that you're going to throw me for a loop. You're going to throw me some curveballs here with your picks. I'm going for the win. So I'm going for beloved traditional classics. Can't wait to see what you're going to bring to the table. What turkey you're going to bring to the table.
That's funny. But before we really get started here, I went ahead and put up a poll on Twitter because I went ahead and put my lights on my house. You sent me a picture. You went ahead and did the same. Now, you went one step further, I think. I think yours are lit. Am I wrong with that? Or do you are your lights outside lit already?
They are, yeah. I got them on a timer to where they come on at dusk. Yeah.
Okay. So yours are lit. Mine are not, but I've had mine up on my house longer. So I went out there and I was like, okay, thoughts on outdoor Christmas lights and when should they be lit? Figuring this, this is usually a divisive topic. And people would like either light them at Christmas. They shut off at Christmas Day. They turn on after Thanksgiving. So I was like, okay. So I went no exceptions after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I went, it's 2020, so anytime. And then the other one I put before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And we had quite a bit of people vote on this, which was pretty cool. We had 41 people come out. And so I figured that's a big enough sample size.
Yeah.
And it's 2020, so anytime won. 51% of the vote actually went ahead and said, it's 2020. I don't care. Just light them. We need a smile. We need some type of happiness in this world right now.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I felt when I put them up the other week. It was so my old house, we didn't have outdoor lighting. I didn't really have the chance to put up Christmas lights, and it was always kind of a bummer each and every year. But this is the time where I would get to do it. And I couldn't wait to get out there and just be wrapping lights around my bushes and they're bright too. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's because they're like LED or they even said on the box, I think extra bright, and it's like a beacon.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I don't typically, and right now that they're still not lit, I'm struggling with. I want to light them.
Yeah,
but I think I have a snowman I want to put out there, and I have an Olaf it's a inflatable.
Yeah.
So I want to do that, but we have some weather coming in tomorrow and maybe a Thanksgiving Day thing for me.
Yeah.
To go ahead and finish out the front yard. Once I have it all finished, I think that's when I'll go ahead and I'll light it. But right now I'm not going to. But I mean, there was even some people, we had 12% that were like before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And I guess they're going to light it before Thanksgiving regardless.
Yeah,
your mom's before Thanksgiving person.
That's right. Yeah, so you know where I got it from. We get festive. I used to grow up with going to our aunt's house for Thanksgiving, and they would already have the tree up, and they would have Christmas decorations up. It was like growing up for me as a kid, having Christmas decorations up and playing Christmas music was actually like just a part of Thanksgiving. So I don't find it weird. So
I think it's an East Coast thing because my mom would eat dinner, and then the tree would go up.
Right.
So before the end of the evening, the tree and everything up, and the transition to Christmas happens before you even go to bed on Thanksgiving Day.
Right. Yeah. So there's a lot of people out there that do not feel that way at all. There's a lot of people out there that don't really care for Christmas. They almost feel like it's some sort of like weird, grueling necessity that they have to go through each and every year. But I love it. I enjoy Christmas. So the
If
quicker I can bring it on, the better.
if I had it in me and we decorate the house enough, we're well past this with the kids. I would have liked to had the tree put up Christmas Eve
Mm,
and have it all one big thing then. But it's
that's an old school tradition.
yeah, we're way past that. I like looking at it, I like the smell of the work. We cut down our own tree most of the time,
Yeah.
so I like that whole process, the whole deal.
Plus, I like to enjoy the Christmas festivities and the decorations before Christmas as opposed to afterwards. Because honestly, by the time December 26th hits, I'm like ready to start packing stuff up. Some
Yeah.
people just leave it up, for weeks at a time after New Year's into January. I'm not like that. I like to have it, my window before into November and all throughout December. And then once Christmas is done, I'm done with it.
I'm about done typically right at that, the 26th. Now the tree typically stays up
Yeah.
until afterwards, but I'm done. If it's real, I mean, we've come to the point where some of those real trees, no matter how well you water them, they are pretty much shot.
Yeah.
So, but but this poll here was awesome. I mean, no exceptions, 37%. So I mean, it's pretty cool. So yeah, this right here is a good indication of what we're gonna be doing later. With putting things up there, seeing that people are gonna interact with us, which is awesome. It's gonna make sure everything is tagged properly.
Yeah.
In the Twitterverse to get it out there.
Yeah, we definitely need to test these polls, make sure these polls are accurate. No no faulty polls here. Very important.
All the exit polls must be correct.
Yeah.
Oh, stays up till January 6th. No. Boo.
January 6th, Little Christmas. I don't know. Some years that's too late for me.
Let me see here. See, I love Daddy, dude, and Buddy, and looks like Skylar is watching us with Zachary here. But yeah, I mean that's pretty fun. But let's go ahead and jump into this. You want to go ahead and roll into our draft here?
Boy, I am ready. And I bet you could guess what my number one pick is.
You're probably going Charlie Brown.
I'm going with the Charlie Brown. Yeah, the Peanuts Charlie Brown Christmas special. You're darn right.
That's a safe bet, seeing that there was so many complaints that they took it off that they put it back on.
Yeah.
We live in a world right now, if you complain loud enough, people, public figures will cave on you. So
I mean, it's a classic. Everybody knows it. It's probably one of the more famous Charlie Brown productions these days. Anyway, I think one of the first thoughts you think about when you think about the Peanuts anymore is that special and the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And you just tell somebody Charlie Brown Christmas tree, they know exactly what you're talking about. They didn't even need to watch the special at all. They can figure out that you mean the measly little wimpy tree that he had in the special. So, and it's short and sweet. It's been on for years and years. I think it premiered in like the late 60s. So yeah, it's definitely number one draft pick worthy, I think.
I think so. Yeah. But I also think with us getting older, it is starting to fade amongst the younger generations.
Yeah, I think so too. Yep.
They're not watching it as much, or they don't know it, or their parents didn't grow up with it. So if their parents didn't grow up with you, they don't have the ability to pass it on. So
right.
I'm going to go ahead with my first pick here. I can't wait to see a reaction. I'm going with ABC's Prep and Landing.
Oh, okay.
Like the combo. So there's two of them, but I'm going to go with it as one show.
Prep and Landing. So that's a newer one. That came out what year? Do you know?
It's been about 5 or 6 years now. So they've got 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if they're going to continuously run with new ones, but it's about 2 elves.
Mm-hmm.
That prep houses for Santa. Going ahead and landing on her and giving the gifts and everything, and then one becomes bad and gets upset when in another episode. So it's becoming a classic in my house. It's a must watch every year for us.
Yeah, we're going through the whole gamut here of specials. You got mine from 1965 and with the crude Charles Schultz animation, all the way up to Prep and Landing, which is like high quality CG. I mean, they could have released that in theaters, honestly. And I don't know if there's a story where they intended to, and it just got cut down to be a Christmas special. But I mean, it's high quality animation CG.
Yeah, it's a really fun one, and I think it's on Disney Plus too for us.
Mm,
So we can actually just go over there and not have to worry about waiting for it to run on ABC and check it out there.
yeah.
So that's two quick and easy ones. Well, not easy. Your response wasn't as dramatic as I thought it was gonna be. You gave me a big smile, but
No, well, I see what you're going for there, and I think there probably are a lot of fans these days of
the
Prep
much
and Landing.
younger, much a newer generation.
Right, exactly.
You're
Well,
going.
I'm going with the classics, my friend.
You're going classes. You're going our age or older. And the extremely funny thing about that is,
Yeah.
Janessa is our age, but she didn't grow up on these.
Oh,
So it's hit or miss.
I got to
mean,
think about this Twitter crowd. Whoever's going to be voting on our polls, like who the heck those people are.
think about it, a lot of our Twitter crowd are other podcasts.
Yeah.
And a lot of these podcasts actually have kids. So they're actually watching, a good chance they're watching both.
Right.
So let's see where this goes. My number
right.
one is Prep and Landing. That's against your Charlie Brown.
I'm going with my number 2 draft pick, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, of course.
You're going right down what I expected. I wrote down your picks on top of a piece of paper. I knew exactly what you were going with.
Well, you're going to leave it open. I mean, you picked Prep and Landing. You could have grabbed Rudolph, but you didn't. You're going in different directions. Hey, and I'm fine with it.
I'm going with analytics. I'm playing Moneyball with the draft.
I'm going with tried and true, my friend. 1964, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was a staple with my mother growing up. She can't go a year without watching it. I think it's prime time for a redo or a remake. I think they do these things anyway, and the claymation style is it's kind of synonymous with the Christmas special, and it's it was well done back in the day, but I mean you can do so much more these days.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. The claymation, like there's the claymation Christmas, which isn't on my list. I don't think it's not even on your radar, but it's with the raisins and everything.
Oh, California Raisin Christmas. Yeah.
It's hard to find even on YouTube anymore. But that's another one. I don't want that. I wouldn't like that touched either. Leave it be. It's one of those just classics.
All right. So that being said, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you could probably understand why the heck I would pick that one. That's another one that is beloved, well known, and a must for a lot of people out there. So we'll see how it fares here in the Throwdown. What about your number 2 draft pick?
My number 2 is Olaf's Frozen Adventure.
Oh, dang. Okay. So it's really going to be like old school versus new school, isn't it?
Then that one's a heavy hitter.
That
one's a pretty heavy hitter.
I would have picked that one myself, honestly. It's become a yearly tradition for us to watch that one since it came out a couple years back.
Yeah, and it's really, once again, really, really well done. I mean, the music in it, everything in this. I mean, yeah, it was in the theater before a movie. I don't remember the movie it was before. People griped about how long it was. I can absolutely see that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, you go to the theater, you buy a ticket for Coco, and when you're leading up to view Coco, you watch an entire Christmas special. Basically, it's a half hour. It's like, oh my gosh, people were just wanting to see the movie. But yeah, I mean, once it was released on home video, it's kind of grown in popularity from there. And I think it's cute. I mean, Olaf, he does his thing, and it's not too long to where it becomes overly annoying. It's just the right amount of annoying from Olaf to get you through. And there's good songs in it too.
Yeah. And there's the message behind them trying to find a tradition for the sisters who really don't have any. And they find out that he is actually their Christmas tradition. So ringing the bell and everything. I hear the song in my head already because Skylar is, watches that one almost year round with her other 2 Frozen movies.
Yeah.
So it's not just synonymous with Christmas for us, but I'm only going to really pay attention to it that time of the year.
Well, I tip my Santa's cap to you, sir. I tip my hat to you because that was a good pick. That's one that I probably would have went with too.
Nice. Okay. So what's number 3 here?
My number 3 pick. We're already here at number 3 out of 4. I'm going with Mickey's Christmas Carol,
Ooh.
1983.
Off script. That's not what I expected.
No, and so it's a little bit newer. It's still old school, man. It's still 1983. It's Mickey Mouse, and of course, it's the perfect casting. It's Scrooge McDuck as, well, Ebenezer Scrooge, his namesake, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just, I've actually watched it last year, and it holds up. It's classic Disney animation. It's pencil drawn. It's beautifully animated. You've got all the classic characters in there. You got Goofy as the ghost of Christmas Past. It was either Past or he was the ghost of Marley. I can't remember. But anyway, it's just, it's the Disney-fied version of the classic, Christmas Carol that I love. I even brought up Scrooged last year during our Christmas movie Throwdown. So I just love the story itself of A Christmas Carol, and I think this is a pretty, even though it's a family-friendly edition, it's one of the ones that have been one of the editions that were kind of most successfully done.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, that's a good one. I didn't foresee that one coming. I figured there was a couple more heavy hitters that you would go for before that one.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's see. What was my number 3? Okay, my number 3 here is the Toy Story Christmas special on ABC.
Yeah.
So
what's the plot of that one? I forget.
Basically, there's a bunch of new toys that were picked up by the little girl's friend. So yeah. Buzz, Rex, Woody, I think Porcupine, they all wind up at another house.
Mm-hmm.
And the little boy actually got a video game system as well. So he's in there playing the video games. And then she goes in there to play the video games. And he got this big, like, full expansion pack of these dinosaurs that are like warriors. And they don't know they're toys.
Oh,
so
wow.
They're going through the Buzz Lightyear thing almost. And they're being, like, getting ready to be sacrificed to this, like, big creature. And they got to fight it off. And it's pretty fun. It's definitely a Toy Story story, which it's fitting for the holidays.
Yeah, I enjoy the Toy Story shorts they've produced over the years quite a bit. I mean, Toy Story, we're actually on the 25th. Yeah, we're passing this year. It's the 25th anniversary of Toy Story. Came out in 1995. One of the, if not the most important, influential animated films to ever be made. It's kind of, it's the basis of what all animated films are now with the introduction of CG. And just, throughout those 25 years, they've not only put out 4 feature films, but a lot of these like specials, like I think there's a Halloween special, there's like the Christmas special that you mentioned, and they're all fun. They're all incredibly well done. The characters that you love from the movies. So that's a good choice. I like that.
I think they put the nail in it though, with the last movie. With Buzz Dang Will Bo Peep.
Yeah.
I think that we've seen the end of the franchise when it comes to the movies and the specials. So what's made is made, and I don't see them going, beyond, because then they're going to have to break the whole, why is Woody back with everybody and do the explanation. And in 30 minutes, you don't have the time for that.
Right.
Okay, sir. Well, what is your 4th here?
Okay, so, all right.
I think I'm giving you some liberties with my picks. It's giving you a little bit of freedom to kind of go off.
It really is. So it's like in my head, I'm weighing in some different options here. Of course, there's going to be some heavy hitters. There's going to be, of course, there's a Frosty left. There's, all sorts of Christmas specials that fit in that old school claymation style. I'm actually going to pull one out here that I think is sort of a dark horse, but it's a favorite. People who love this one,
okay.
And it's related to Muppets. I'm going to go with Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, which is it's kind of tied to the Muppets, and it's produced by Frank Oz, Jim Henson. It was made back in 1977, so it's basically right in our age bracket here. I don't know, it's a weird one for me. It's my number 4 pick, so it's It's really the only thing Emmett Otter is known for.
There's my crack. That's where I'm going to get in this. That's where I'm going to break in. Emmett Otter is going to be my crack in your classic Shield.
This might be it's going to go either way for me. Either it's going to fall completely flat or be a dark horse for me. But I worked with a guy for a few years, a guy named Eric, and God, every Christmas he would play this up in the the TVs at Suncoast Video when we worked there. He just adored it. So I couldn't, there was a Muppet Christmas special, but I don't know. This one just has a bit more of a cult following, I think. So I went with it.
Dude, I'm not aware of this cult because I don't know if I've seen this. My last one here, and for me, it was a toss-up. I was like, okay, which one am I leaving off the list? But I decided to go with Elf on the Shelf.
Okay. So what did they make in like a traditional 2D animated or 3D animated film for that?
It's the traditional 3D, just like the rest of them. Have you not seen Elf on the Shelf TV show?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, nope. It explains the whole Elf on the Shelf, how he's delivered. He goes to like a family the little boy doesn't believe. Santa tasks him to go ahead and get him to believe, and then he struggles with it, and then it all comes full circle. But it's another really, really good one. And do you guys do the Elf on the Shelf?
We've tried to, but it's just so involved. Even if we attempted to do it, I can definitely not do it the way some parents do, where they find creative ways to put them out here and there, day to day. Or where the elf itself comes and does pranks, each and every night. I don't know if that would be fun in my house, cleaning up after the pranks.
Yeah, no, our elf buddy shows up and he just kind of does his thing, and he comes about a week early, and it's fun. I mean, he came about a month out the first time he showed up, and it was too much. So he was getting into everything. So we talked to him. We talked to the elf, and sent him back with a letter to Santa. I said, you know what, he's got to come about a week prior because it's a little much for the family.
Yeah, it's too much for our family. We don't need elves creating havoc at our house.
But I left off the one that's my honorable mention on my little list here.
Yeah,
Shrek the Halls.
Oh, okay, Shrek the Halls. Yeah.
So I figured which one would be more appropriate, for that fourth spot. But I figured, that's the Shrek the Halls is more me.
Right.
But Elf on the Shelf is more the family.
All right. So we've gone through all 4 rounds here. And of course, I didn't write any of these down like I thought I was going to. So my first pick, of course, was Charlie Brown Christmas Special.
Yes.
And what was your number 1 pick again?
Prep and Landing.
Right. Prep and Landing. My number 2 was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And your number 2 was?
Olaf's Frozen Adventure.
Olaf, that's right. Round 3, my pick was Mickey's Christmas Carol. How about you?
It was Toy Story.
Toy Story. A lot of Disney. Disney Pixar represent. And then finally, God, I'm regretting this one. Emmett Otter's Junkyard Band Christmas. Junk Band Christmas. I don't think you even know who the hell that is.
I really don't, honestly. I really don't.
Okay, and your number 4 pick was?
It was Elf on the Shelf.
Elf on the Shelf. Okay, so this is a pretty varied list here. We've got some, classics, some heavy hitters. I'm thinking they're going to last through, towards the end of this thing. But we got some real kind of oddball specials in here too that may have followings in and of themselves. They may be recent additions or ones that people kind of grew up on that weren't the most popular. So we'll see how this thing shakes out with the Twitter audience here.
Dude, you left Frosty and the Grinch on the table.
I did. Yeah.
There were 2. I figured you were going to go right down it. I thought you were going to go Charlie Brown, Rudolph, Frosty, the Grinch. I even wrote them down as I kept they're his pick. I'm going to leave them there. I'm not even going to attempt to get them.
Yeah. Well, I I shook it up here, just like you did a little bit halfway through. Since you freed it up for me to make different decisions, that's what I felt the freedom to go different
When
directions.
you knew I wasn't going the route that you thought I may go, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
hold on, no, I have other options now.
Yeah, so this is cool. This is kind of a old school specials versus some new school specials. Some really oddball choices versus some
Hold on, man. There's
classics.
one oddball choice, and that's Emmett Otter.
All right. Yeah, you're probably right.
That's
But
hilarious.
that's going to do it for our draft this year, 2020 edition of the Christmas Throwdown. Like I said, this quickly becoming a Dadnarok holiday tradition here. I don't know what we can do next year, but we'll think of something.
Yeah, we'll figure out something. As soon as it was getting closer and closer, I was looking more and more forward to doing this. I was like, this is going to be fun. And
yes, so let's explain to folks a little bit how this is going to work for the next few weeks.
okay, so you need to follow us on Twitter. Reason being is Facebook has removed the polls. We did it on Facebook last year, and because I guess the environment, they decided to take that off their platform. So everything's going to be over there. Just got to go ahead and search Dadnarok. What I may do as well go on our Facebook page and put the link over to it. I don't know if you'll be able to vote without an account or not. That may be the biggest hurdle for people that don't have a Twitter account.
Right.
But vote there, and then we will share. So this week I'm going to put up all 4, and then we'll come back next week with the results, and we're going to go all the way through. Basically the 20th. I think is the last recording day before Christmas. Let you know who came out on top. If my crazy Moneyball strategy blew up my face, or I became the Oakland A's.
Yeah, so I guess let's go ahead and figure out and announce what these first matchups are going to be here with round 1 over the next week. So it's going to be my Charlie Brown Christmas special versus your Elf on the Shelf.
Yes.
And then we're also going to have your Prep and Landing versus Emmett Otter.
Oh yeah, there's a win. There's a Prep and Landing winning right there. I got one in the book.
We've got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer versus the Toy Story holiday special.
Oh, that may be
more interesting. These 2 and 3s are usually more interesting, right?
Yeah, that's going to be tight. It's going to be more about who grew up on Toy Story.
Yeah.
And their family didn't really grow up on the Rudolph.
Yeah, absolutely. And this might be actually the match of the week, I think. I'm looking forward to this one here. We've got Mickey's Christmas Carol
out there. I think your Charlie Brown's going to win on the landslide.
Yeah.
I think my Prep and the Landing is going to win over your Emmett Otter.
Right.
Yeah, this one here is going to be the fun one.
Well, Olaf versus Mickey's Christmas Carol. That's a toss-up for me.
I don't know. There may be people that never seen the Mickey's Christmas Carol, so they may not even put that in consideration.
Or there's folks that went to go see Coco and got so mad about the Olaf special that they never checked it out afterwards.
There's also that possibility. I think there's too many people or too many families that watch Dancing with the Stars to not know the Olaf Christmas or Olaf's Adventure. Because they advertise it on there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the times they'll
once you can tell I don't watch Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, I don't either. I just know. I watched it one year because one of Janessa's DJs, like Bobby Bones, whatever it is from country radio, was on, and she kind of force fed it to me.
Okay, yeah. So you're not the huge fan?
No, I think it just finished, and I was like, "Who won?" I didn't know who the dancer was or who the star was.
Oh, I gotcha.
Who here? But yeah, this is gonna be a good time. I love this. I love getting out there and start campaigning.
Yeah, you started doing that last year. I thought we were just gonna have friendly matches here, and you started smack talking throughout the week.
I started playing dirty with it. It was great.
You sure did. I can't wait to see the difference between our votes on Facebook and our votes on Twitter. It's been a year since we've done this. We've grown our audience. When we did this time last year on Facebook, we got maybe 12 to 15 to 20 votes maybe on each of these matchups. But now we're going on Twitter. We have how many followers on Twitter now? About 1,400?
Over 1,300 on Twitter.
Yeah. So a larger audience, hopefully a larger vote count, and we'll see how this shakes out.
Yeah. I mean, it's I mean, even in this just little poll I put out there today or this past week with the, Christmas lights,
Mm-hmm.
and, we got 43 votes on that. So.
Uh-oh, my mom doesn't have a Twitter.
Mom,
get you a Twitter.
I'm going to link it onto Facebook with our Facebook page. So I'm hoping with fingers crossed that you still could vote, but I don't know for certain.
Okay.
Well, we'll play that by ear. we'll figure that one out.
Yeah. All right. How do we? You go ahead. You were just about to do it, and I stopped you.
But I mean that's pretty much what we got going on there. But we have Thanksgiving come up here in a few days.
We do. Thanksgiving. It's we're recording just a couple days before, and yeah. What do you expect to be doing in this weird holiday? This weird 2020.
I'm going to start peeling potatoes on Wednesday. And we are staying at home. We have a turkey. We have basically Janessa's like, okay, what am I going to make?
Yeah.
What are we making? I don't want to be eating on this for 2 weeks. But it's been a back and forth, like mixing traditions, like what she wants. She loves green bean casserole. I think it's just nastiest thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Really?
Oh,
I like green bean casserole.
Oh, I think it's terrible. But the kids won't eat it either. So she's like, why am I going to make this if I'm going to be the only one who eats it?
That's true.
So, I mean, that's probably not going to make the cut, but I convinced her, if I do all the legwork, if I peel the potatoes, if I chop them up, if I boil them, basically everything besides put it together, will you do the potato salad for me? Because that's as Thanksgiving to me as even as much as a turkey.
So potato salad over mashed potatoes.
She wants mashed potatoes, so we're probably going to do both.
You guys are going to have both potato salad and mashed potatoes at your Thanksgiving dinner.
Because I won't eat mashed potatoes.
Really? I didn't know that about you.
I'm not a huge mashed potato person. Like on Thanksgiving, I'll put it on my plate.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to pass over something because I'm getting full, I'm passing the mash.
Okay. That's a staple for mine. I got to have it.
I'll go to the stuffing, or I'll go to the deviled eggs.
Yeah,
or
deviled eggs, yeah.
Beans or potato salad or the dinner rolls. The turkey slathered in mustard. I know I'm a weirdo with the mustard. But
yeah, that is strange. I've heard ham with mustard, but never turkey with mustard on it.
I always have turkey or mustard with my turkey and ham, but
yeah,
nevertheless.
So my mom chimed in with ham gravy. So my mom, she makes ham traditionally for Thanksgiving, but more of a Christmas thing. And she makes this gravy out of the ham juices that I've loved and adored since I was a kid. But yeah, we're having kind of the traditional spread here. We've got, we're going to have a small gathering. It's going to be less than 10 people. Honestly, it may end up being less than 5 people altogether.
We got to stop that thought real quick. Your mother agrees with me. Mustard on turkey. She is the first one that I've ever heard that agrees with me on that.
She must mean mustard on like lunch meat turkey, not like turkey.
On the turkey breast, right out the oven.
But we're doing the sweet potato casserole. We're doing, biscuits, the turkey, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese. My wife's macaroni and cheese, her recipe, it's baked. Gosh, and I forget what else. And of course, my jellied cranberry sauce that looks like the can.
Yeah, we got that. We actually, Janessa found something that you can go ahead and get like a free Thanksgiving meal through Kroger.
Oh yeah,
she got like everything, and then it only costs like $4 or something down those lines.
Wow,
like with rebates and everything, and
yeah,
the jarred, canned cranberry sauce was a part of it.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Some people look at me cross-eyed when I mention how much I love it.
I don't like clumpy cranberry sauce. I just don't.
Yeah.
So canned would be the way. I love the taste of cranberries. Like I'll eat cranberry smoothies and I like the tart.
Yeah.
But I've never really ventured. I've never been brave enough or like stepped into that world of the actual cranberry sauce.
Yeah, the same thing where people make real cranberry sauce once again. Um,
That's the mustard. She
yeah,
knows
you
what I'm
keep
talking
bringing it
about.
up. I know. Maybe we should put a poll out there: mustard on
I
turkey?
put a
Question
bowl on
mark
there.
to get the real deal.
Ketchup or mustard on your turkey. No,
Now you're going to alienate people. They're going to unsubscribe immediately.
Unless they're in Kansas City, because I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes eats ketchup on everything.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's funny. Oh boy! But you said you're having a little gathering at your house.
Yeah, so I understand you guys are just basically doing you guys, and we're gonna have, we live with our Aunt Deanna. She's gonna have one of her two boys coming over. One canceled on us. And her mom, basically just a handful. I mean, 5 or 6 people. We're gonna be wearing masks too, just to be extra safe. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice day. We're gonna start it out with the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which I am thankful for this year that it's even happening.
That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it with no crowd, but if
Yeah,
you watch, I think that's when I'll just go ahead and give up and watch the NBC broadcast because
yeah,
they have that right in front of the store. You never see
right.
the crowd then anyway, and you get everything from how the get go. So it's kind of like a football game.
Yeah,
You don't pay attention to the crowd anyway.
yeah, exactly. So we're still gonna see, big balloons, floats, and Santa at the end of the parade. So I'll be watching.
That's a must start. Yeah, that's the way you have to start the day. And soon I'm going to have some type of say in dinner, and I'm going to have to help. I'm going to have to go ahead and get into it and be up early. Usually I'm not up that early on Thanksgiving.
Right. I definitely recorded because I fast forward through a lot of it.
But oh, really?
The
Oh well,
parade.
if
Yeah.
you record it,
Oh
but
yeah.
you
If
can't record it this year. How are you going to record it? You don't have a DVR.
Bro, I have AT&T. I record stuff. I don't.
You
What do you think? I
record
need a physical DVR box to run
Oh,
stuff?
you got yourself
It's all in the cloud, baby.
Yeah, cloud. I thought you just had the basic, streaming issues, but yeah, I mean, there's that. There's football. Did you hear about the big game that's supposed to play? The one that's between Baltimore and Pittsburgh?
No.
Baltimore has 10 positive cases on it right now.
Oh wow, I had not heard that.
And it is both of their key running backs amongst other players and staff.
No kidding.
So right now, the NFL is intending on moving forward with this game.
Wow.
But they said if there are more positive cases, they may be forced into moving the game.
No kidding. Well,
And so far, I mean, what I've been like kind of watching ESPN's talking heads, they expect the NFL to move forward and play the game.
Yeah.
Because of all the eyes and the day and the time slot and the money behind it.
Right.
To hell with health.
Yeah, I can see him doing that. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. They read all the news articles here recently. Hey, we got 3 vaccines on the way. We're good. When really we're still in the midst of it. We're still in the throes of it.
It's going to be a
Vaccines
while
aren't here yet.
We'll see any of those.
Yeah. So we'll just see how it goes. We'll wait and see, just like everything else.
So are you guys a dog show?
Absolutely not. You guys are. I have never
I'm
watched
not.
the dog show.
I despise that show. I cannot stand it. It's Janessa's family that loves it. And it comes on when one of the football games comes on. It is an argument I have every year. I do not want to see these pampered mutts, trounced around, the stage. And I know they're not mutts. They're the most pure. They're purebred than I am. But
yeah, that's true. So the pandemic has not canceled the dog show?
As far as I know, it's not. I mean, they'll put little freaking masks on their things and they'll walk around panting. Oh man.
Definitely not. It's Thanksgiving, it's football.
That is absolutely correct. No matter how bad the games are going to be, I think we're going to get, Dallas and Washington. That is putrid.
Oh God.
I mean,
make me throw up my turkey.
Oh, it's so bad. But you know what? I am going to watch that over those damn dogs.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it's going to, regardless, it sounds like both of us are going to be trying to keep whatever traditions that we can that we typically have Thanksgiving year to year, and do our best to keep those traditions alive for the kids, especially, with the parade and the food and, the limited amount of family. And are you going to be reaching out, maybe FaceTiming some family during the day?
Yeah, there's a Genesis family actually set up like a Zoom call.
Oh, cool.
So I was trying to figure out how to get my webcam set up to the TV because it has a USB on it. It won't access it. So the one won't. So I'm going to try the Samsung to see if I can actually do something with that one. If not, I've got to finagle something, or maybe I'll just come back here,
right,
and just kind of do it on the computer back here. Since I mean, it's already set up for it, and I can unplug a few things and kind of just make this work for what we're looking to do. But yeah, that's what we're looking to do. I mean, nothing fantastic, nothing that's big.
Jimmy's family is celebrating Thanksgiving on Saturday, which is a good thing. Yeah, if you have to work around like work schedules or something, or I know my wife's mother, my mother-in-law, is having a little get-together Saturday too. I think jury's still out if we're heading up that way. It's funny, this holiday, this extended 4-day weekend, everybody, it's kind of like the 4th of July where, you have different cookouts to go to and you just fill up on burgers and dogs. This is just like filling up on, different forms of potatoes and turkey.
Oh, last year I had 2 meals. I had a lunch and a dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, it was much. And honestly, if we were going out, we were supposed to be in Virginia this year, but I didn't feel comfortable traveling.
Yeah.
And Janessa really didn't either. So we came to an agreement that we weren't traveling down there for it. But yeah, it would have been a big meal. And I'm just, man, it's a lot. It's when you just curl up on the couch and you don't make that in 7:00 game and pass out.
But I love that feeling. I love the feeling of being full from your Thanksgiving spread and having football on the TV and just relaxing.
Dude, I make her stretchy pants all day on Thursday because I'm not leaving the house.
That sounds good to me.
It's funny, you didn't even mention my ugly sweater.
Well, yeah, I didn't. I knew you had
didn't
it.
Bring it up.
No, well, it's good. I like it. It's a good sweater.
It's so good that I thought it was a throw rug when I first got it. Didn't even open it. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good nice little throw rug there, or throw blanket. And then I it's got sleeves on it. That's not because I even said thank you for the throw blanket.
Wow, that's funny.
Because I didn't open it. It's been a few years now, so it's a staple. About this time of the year.
As much as I love Christmas, I've never owned my own ugly Christmas sweater. And you can,
Get yourself a Bears one. They got them. I got a Dolphins one.
I know.
The Bears
they got Bears ones. They got Star Wars ones. They got anything they make into a ugly Christmas sweater these days. You can get a Mandalorian Baby Yoda ugly Christmas sweater if you wanted to. They're out there, man.
Man, that's crazy. Well, I think that's a good place to go ahead and jump into the hell. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just go into the cheesy
ride.
I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's go ahead.
No, turkey into the cheesy. Thanksgiving parade float. I don't know. Just throwing stuff out there. Here, you think of something because I got to find a joke anyway.
Oh man, this is riveting live, TV here.
Well, sorry, folks. This is we're recording this is audio version of the podcast.
Yeah, this is the fun stuff. No, let's go ahead and build that snowman and march ourselves right into that cheesy. Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know where you were with that. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I have my joke here, and I'm going to go first with it because it's terrible, and I'm tired of the claps. You may laugh at this, though. I think this is right down your line.
Okay.
So what role does green beans play in a Thanksgiving dinner?
I don't know. What role?
The casserole.
You were right. I did like that one quite a bit.
That's a joke right down your lane.
That was a good one. Oh man, you haven't had crickets in weeks, my friend.
This one would have given. Okay, now I'm gonna give you a twofer. What did the turkey say to the turkey hunter?
Quack quack.
Yep. Quack quack.
Well, dang, you've probably seen all this. I think we're looking at the same website here. Let's see. Okay, I gotta find something else.
That's not normal. Usually you don't know my punchline.
I know. Yeah, how does it feel, buddy?
Hmm.
Let's see. Oh my God, this is a good one. Oh, okay. All right. You ready?
You're already.
What kind of music did the Pilgrims listen to at the first Thanksgiving feast?
What kind of music did they think? Listen, Plymouth Rock.
Oh, come on, dude.
I just guessed. I didn't know it. I swear.
Well, that's it. Plymouth Rock.
Come up with another one. Go ahead.
No, that's it. That's the only joke you get. There's a rhythm to these things. You're not supposed to actually guess it. You just say, "Oh, what is it?" So I can give the punchline. What if you went to go see a stand-up comedian and he's doing jokes, and then you're giving him you're shouting the punchlines from the audience? Oh my Lord!
Oh, I just guessed. Oh, I didn't expect to get it right. Oh man, guys. But before we end here, man, I just wanted to go ahead and just briefly kind of say, what I'm thankful for this year. It's been a crazy year. I mean, we've done a lot. We've done, our podcast that we've been doing here for over a year, and then we've actually ventured into our live shows. So, I mean, I'm thankful for that. This is what's getting us through, this whole pandemic thing. Hanging out, having a good old time. Ruining punchlines, guessing jokes. It's been fun, but I'm truly thankful for you guys, showing up, watching us, or even just downloading and listening. Like I said, I'm truly thankful for that. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I second that. Thankful for the incredible year we've had trying to grow this podcast, venturing into the video portion of it and fine-tuning the audio portion, and just hanging out with you guys. It's been a lot of fun, and we're going to keep on doing it into 2021 for sure.
Yeah, this whole thing's going to continue to grow and morph into whatever you want to do and whatever you guys are willing to watch. So,
yep,
that's cool. But you want to go ahead and plug our other stuff?
Yeah, so go ahead and visit dadnarok.com for all past episodes and links to our social media pages, including YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and others. And join us every Friday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we discuss The Mandalorian Season 2 on Dadnarok High Voltage, which is the video version. Well, this is kind of the video version of our podcast, which is our vodcast that we do each and every Friday. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, go to YouTube, type in Dadnarok, and it's hard not to find us now. We're all over the place up there. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's a good place to go ahead and end this draft, and have a good night. See ya.